Troutline Joe, co-founder of Fish On Entertainment, and we're doing the final third part of a three-part interview with Will, Catfish Willie, Hooksetter Ron, and Troutline Joe. So yeah, the way I and I don't normally do this in the morning, but it's been a little bit of a different interview. So
Yeah, we
let's roll.
definitely have some time lapse.
Fish On Entertainment consists of three fishermen, and the description says we are three fishermen here making fish streaming better for us and you. Hooksetter Ron, Troutline Joe, Catfish Willie, bringing the entertainment out and fishing. You can find us where the water is setting hooks and grabbing nets. All ages welcome. Join us while we bring the action to you. Fish On Entertainment has 1.98 thousand subscribers, practically 2,000 subscribers, 343 videos, 588,354 views. That's over a 500,000 views. From what I understand, you guys have only been doing this for about 4 months now since you
Yep.
first went live.
We're hitting that 5 month border.
Nice, man. That's really impressive. Um, Joe, where can you kind of walk us through who and when you guys first came up with the idea to make a fishing YouTube channel, how that process started?
Yeah, it's very easy to explain actually. Ron came up with an idea of doing the YouTube fishing on entertainment, and then the other websites came along just to push out YouTube. But he brought the idea up to everybody, and everybody was kind of like iffy at first, like that what if it doesn't work or what if it does. When he brought it up to me, I was all hands on deck, man. I'm ready to get out there, blah blah blah, this and that. Really, when Ron started fishing, that put me back in gear, man, because that's who I am as a person. I'm a fisherman, man. That's what I love doing. But yeah, Ron came up with an idea, came up with the name, got everybody involved, and really, without him, we wouldn't be sitting right here where we are right now.
That's awesome, man. So, when did you personally first start fishing? Do you remember, like, maybe the first fish you caught, or just like the first fishing experience, who you were
I
with,
do
what
not.
you caught?
Yeah, I don't remember the first fish I caught because it's been so long. I've been
Mhm.
fishing since I was a little kid, man, with my dad and my brother that's in here right now, Jesse Jacobs. That's my brother. Um, we've been fishing since we was kids, man. Bluegill, bass, couple of crappie here and there, and just ripping lips, dude. And as I'm
That's
getting older, I'm starting to get into this catfishing, and catfishing is becoming a love.
oh yeah, man. Wait till you get a monster. Yeah, catfishing is.
I got a half a size one right now, which I'm pretty sure we'll get into that
Oh
boy.
yeah, yeah. I told Willie, I told Ron. I'm telling you, you guys got to get out to that Ohio and get after them blues, man. Get after them blues. That's what I'd do if I was in Kentucky. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, for sure. That's an accomplishment that I definitely want to seek. I tried getting one yesterday.
So, what's the biggest fish you've ever personally caught?
The biggest fish I've ever caught was most recently within the last month. It was a 16.1 flathead, and
Nice.
pulling that thing in, it it amazes me that it was even in the pond that we fish in. I seen
Right.
pictures of someone pulling one out that looked maybe similar to that size or maybe a little bit bigger. Everyone was saying 20 pounds, 25 pounds. And I was like,
Mhm.
I want to pull that fish out. So I pushed for it. I pushed for it. Every time we went there, I was throwing out big bluegill heads. We were even throwing out live bluegills. Every time the live bluegill went out, a turtle would eat its face off when we put it back in. It was like, all
Dang.
right, well, that's it with that one. So, but everyone was consistently saying flatheads, live bait. Live bait is the way to
Yep.
go.
Yeah, it is.
And it just surprised me that he ate the bluegill head and we finally got him in.
So, yeah, I do a lot of flathead fishing. Um, and typically live bait is the best bait for flathead, but I have caught them on cut bait. And actually, I just recently caught a little 4 pound flathead on a worm, believe it or not. So, I mean, they'll pick up other things, but Yeah, that live bait really kind of sights the bite on them. You know what I mean? But yeah, big live bluegill, that's usually the number one bait for a flathead.
Right,
But they
right.
won't pick
What's
up on
going
it.
on, Chad? I see y'all, Chad. I see y'all saying good morning. Good morning, y'all.
Morning, y'all. Who do we got in the house? We got Grumpy Bass. We got Jesse Jacobs. We got Catfish Willie. We got Land of Steel Fishing. We got 570 Angler. Willie, if you want to keep an eye on these trolls, I mean, you can let them troll a little bit. If they say anything too crazy, then get them out of here.
I see Gray
Uh,
Wolf just came in here. What's going on, Wolf?
what's up, Gray
A
Wolf?
lot of people in the
No ass,
community.
no
Shout
frills,
out
no
to.
mercy. What's happening? My horses, how you doing, buddy? All right, we'll get back into it now. So, yeah, 15-pound flathead's a very respectable flathead. I'd say that's probably about an average flathead for sure.
Don't try to take that pound away from me, Fishy. That's a 16-pounder.
16-pound flathead. My bad. My bad.
Big accomplishment for Troutline Joe.
Heck yeah, man. Any flathead is an accomplishment, any size, because flathead are not easy to catch. You know, I mean, the hardest part is getting them to bite because they're
Yeah.
very selective. They're hard to find. They only bite when the conditions are just right, and yeah, it's not easy. It's not like going out and catching bluegill. You know, flathead are different beast. I mean, it's night and day difference from catching a channel cat to a flathead. Channel cats will hit just about anything.
Yeah,
It's just
channel cats are
getting
easy.
bait in the water and waiting it out. You know, but a flathead, I mean, you got to put some serious time in to get some flatheads. Um, Sorry, y'all. I'm not used to doing this in the morning. I'm just a little tired.
Yeah, give
I
Fishy a minute, man. Got to get his coffee in.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. I work third shift tonight, too.
Oh shoot, man. What is your favorite fish to catch?
My favorite fish to catch? Man, there's so many fish. But I don't think I've yet to catch my favorite fish.
Okay.
But as far as my favorite fish that I do catch as of today,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably gonna be the channel cat. I get excited, man. Every time
Yeah.
I get a catfish that's sitting there rolling on top of the water and it's on my line, it's time to go, baby.
Right on, man. Yeah.
Somebody better
Yeah.
have that net ready, because sometimes you hook them on the pole you don't want to.
Right. And for their size, channel cats are incredible fighters. They really are.
Yeah, they get really big.
Yeah, I got a 18.3-pound channel cat this year. That's my PB.
I have
Got that
yet to see
2
one
months
over
ago.
10 pounds. My PB channel cat is an 8.3.
That's a nice channel cat. Really, anything over 5 pounds is pretty good. But yeah, for sure. They don't, you know, they don't often get huge, but they do get. I mean, I think our state record's like 44 pounds, which is like crazy big for a channel cat. Like I've never
I
seen
have
anything.
yet. I don't know what the PB for Kentucky is on the channel cat. I know the blue is 101.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
And that's something to top right there, man. I don't even know if my pole can handle that.
Alan says he gets excited when them catfish hit the hot grease. You
Yeah,
eat the
a lot of
catfish?
people love them channels.
Yeah, I like to soak them in milk when I
You
do eat
said,
them. I don't eat them
do
that
I eat
often.
catfish?
Yeah,
That's a conversation that everybody's going to be upset about, Troutline Joe, man. I do not eat fish.
okay, that's all right, man. Nothing wrong with
I don't
that.
eat fish. I respect the fish. I put the fish right back in the water. The only fish I do not respect is a bluegill, because that's some bait, baby.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, so what fish would you say that you're best at catching?
I'm good at all fishing, man. I can catch any fish. If it can be pulled out the water, I can pull it out. It's all about a time preference, but we can definitely we can say the bluegill, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You can go see
Yeah, I
some
mean,
some reels, man. I got some reels out that watch this, y'all. Y'all count the 30 and you're gonna see another fish, and it was only 10 seconds before you seen that next fish.
Right on. So what's your bluegill catching method? Do you have a preferred method?
Um, Bobber, split shot weight, and a small hook. And if you give it just a little bit of a tap, you're tapping that bobber and give it a little bit of movement, man. That attracts them a lot faster. When
Right
they
on,
see
man.
that worm, anything that's moving in the water is going to attract a fish.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it depends on the fish, but yeah, bluegill are very sight oriented. Same with bass. Um,
Well, I've noticed with the bluegill, when I toss out and I just leave it there, it takes them a little bit longer. And if
yeah,
I start tapping on it, even when you're tapping on it, you're getting a closer chance of getting a crappie. And I'd rather pull in a crappie than a bluegill.
right.
Because like
Yeah,
Ron's told you, man, people get it hyped when they see crappie for some reason. It's like
yeah, they do. Yeah, people are crazy about crappie. I'm not a big crappie fisherman myself.
they say they taste good too. I don't know. And I'm not saying
Yeah,
I'm not open to eating fish because maybe I'll get into it. Maybe I'll find the right seasoning or something that I like with it. But as far
right.
as like fish growing up, man, I ate fish sticks growing up, and I just kind of like winged myself away from that because who knows, man? That's processed fish.
Yeah, bro. I was gonna say fish sticks are not like fresh fish at all, bro. That's like bottom of the barrel right there.
Yeah.
All right. Um, so what's your dream fish right now? Like what's the one fish you really, really want to catch that you've never caught?
Dreamfish, definitely looking into fish a lot more and fish that are in different locations, not just here in Kentucky. I definitely like to get out to Florida just to get that peacock bass, man. It's
Yeah,
definitely it's a strong thought right in the back of my head, man. I watch Hood fish and catch them all the time, like it's ease, like it's candy fishing for him, and that fish is so beautiful, man. I admire that fish so much,
yeah.
and just to catch that would be mind blowing, man. The peacock bass is definitely a dream setter for me.
I think I might get one for my aquarium. Be cool. It'd be a cool pet to have.
Such a beautiful fish, man. Really,
Yeah.
any fish that any of the bass fish, like the largemouth, I love catching them. They're a beautiful fish.
Right.
The smallmouth I've yet to catch. I'm on the road for that. So there's a lot of fish that I haven't caught here in Kentucky that I'd like to catch. Josie
So
J, what's on? Welcome to the chat.
when you guys encounter, it happens to all of us. I get like YouTube burnout sometimes, and sometimes some trolls might get under your skin, whatever the scenario may be. But like when things aren't necessarily going great on YouTube, what motivates you to keep going?
Definitely the other two people on my channel. My
Right
best
on.
friends, man, they definitely they keep me on my toes, and if I'm on my toes, I keep them on their toes. And that's also a plus about having three people on the channel. Like, yeah, it's a lot more work, but at the same time, it's something that we get to enjoy together. It's something that we get to look back on. It's something that we get to grow with our kids. We all have kids. They love doing it. It's just having them there with us is a big plus. Definitely Willie's a good friend to me. We've grown up real close, and then in the last couple of years, me and Ron's got really really close. But I'd say we've all known each other 8+ years, 10+years.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
And I'm talking about being a kid in the street, and before we ever even figured out Ron liked fishing, hide
Right.
and
You
go
were
seek,
telling us yesterday. It was like,
hide and go
I mean,
seek,
surprise, no one.
basketball, just outside activities that we were doing that we could have been fishing. Man, that would have been love.
Right, right.
But
What's up,
really,
Bree?
Ron finding his passion for fishing really brought us all back into it because
Nice.
we were all winged away from it at this point, and Ron found the love for it, and here we are.
That's freaking awesome, man. Um, you have any go-to fishing snacks?
No, I don't
Oh,
like to eat when I'm fishing. When I'm
okay.
fishing, I'm worried about feeding them fish.
Right. Right.
My go-to fishing snack for fishing would be a night crawler. I'm gonna eat what they eat.
You gonna eat the night crawler? Right on. The worm soup is really healthy. Just saying, put that out there.
Yeah, get you a little bit of that protein in.
Um, so if you like had all the money in the world, all the clout, and a time machine, so like you could fish with celebrities, anyone, anywhere, at any point in time, who are you taking fishing, and where are y'all going?
See, this question makes me really emotional because I've watched the last two interviews. I watched you ask Ron, and then
Yeah.
I've seen you ask Hunter, and that's just a spot that hits me real deep because like there's a lot of people I'd want to take. I'd want to take my dad for one because I grew up fishing with him. I'd like to take my brother because I grew up fishing with him. But if I could take one person, famous or not, it's gonna be Hooksetter Ron every time.
Oh, wow.
And that gets my throat like clenched up, bro, because that's my boy. Don't nobody got the net like Hooksetter Ron.
Right.
Not one person in this world is gonna have my back like that when it comes to fishing. If there's one person that wants that fish on the bank as bad as I do, it's Ron.
I love that, man. I absolutely love that. Thank you. I hope Ron sees this. Shout out to Ron. That's awesome.
That's my boy for sure.
Do you know anyone, or anyone you can think of that has like some type of fishing YouTube channel you would think would like to do the interview, or that you want to see me interview?
Oh, I gotta let my mother inside to get my key. Jojo, you can come in, Mom. Jojo, it's time to wake up. Mom's here. I'll see you later, okay?
Hey, Josie J, stay fishy, Redmond, Oregon, 570 PA angler. Lucifer, how you doing, buddy?
All right, y'all. Sorry for the delay.
Oh, no big deal, man. No big deal at all. We're just
All right,
hanging out. We're just chumming it up. Ain't nothing serious here. It's all good.
What was that last question you just asked me?
I don't remember. Chad, do you remember what I just asked him? What did I ask? America, Josie. America.
America.
Shoot. Oh, I remember now. Is there anyone out there that you would like to see me interview, or that you think would like to be interviewed by me?
I honestly don't know if he would like to be interviewed by you because he has a big subscriber count, and I really enjoy watching this guy fishing, and I like to get his opinions on a lot of the things that you're asking me. NJ Fishing Maniac.
I already asked him. He doesn't do interviews, I guess.
Yeah, I figured, man. He's a tough pill to swallow right there, but I love watching him, man. What a great fisherman.
You know what? Enough people have asked. I'm gonna ask him again, especially now that like I've done any fins possible. I've done Skipjack Cindy. I've done Crappie Man Jigs. I've done a lot of really big YouTubers. So maybe that'll
Like I know as far as like myself goes, I can go and ask him whatever question I want and he'll answer it for me. But
right.
to get him to do the interview and let everybody else get his opinion on things, I think that would be awesome too.
Actually, you know what we should do? We should start a movement. Get everybody in the fishing community to keep harassing NJ Maniac in his lives. You should do chumming it up with Fishy, y'all. That when
Right.
he's got COVID right now, unfortunately, so he hasn't been
Yeah,
going
that
live for a
sucks.
while. Yeah, he's going through it, poor guy. But when he does start going live again, we should just harass the crap out of him. Everyone get in his lives and be like, do chumming it up with Fishy, NJ. Do it. I think if enough people put the pressure on him, he'll cave.
Yeah, but other than him, just big supporters of my channel, which would be Josie J, SG, Dave Jones. Moderations in my channel, them people they deserve a lot more than what they get, especially Josie. She's just now starting out. We try to get her out on the camera because she's so active in the chat. And if you're like that with the fishing community, you might as well show us what you got going on. And
Right,
just
right.
within the week or two that I've seen of her being up, man, she's done showed me catfish. She showed me bass. She showed me her hunting tent to where she's setting up to get deer. Man, she's on top of it.
Right on. Yeah, Josie J's awesome. She's a great supporter of the fishing community, and as soon as she gets her channel popping and going live and stuff, I'm sure everyone will be in there to support her as well.
Release the grease. The first guy I ever seen you chumming it up with Fishy. What's going on, brother?
Yeah. Me and Grease go back. We I think we started our channel around the same time. We've been
Yeah, man. If I'm up, I try to make it in everybody's channel if I can. So I've seen him fish. I was in there not that long ago while he was gaming, and he was getting it on and we've gotten into that a little bit.
right on. Yeah, this winter I'm gonna try and do some either dual lives, or actually I think I'll do it through StreamYard, but I don't know if anyone knows Bloodshed Fishing. He does a lot of the fishing gaming content, and I'm gonna fish with him in the video game live this winter. We're gonna do that. I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, a lot of names I've heard of because like I said, I'm very active in chats. I like to go and see other people fish. I like to chat it up with other people because it's not just about me in this community. This community is big. So like,
Yeah, it's amazing.
and we didn't, like Ron said, we didn't know that at first. Like when we first started looking up fishing channels, it was hard to find most people. Like it would only pop up, and that's because me and Ron, we work third shift. So we're chatting it up all night. We're trying to find somebody to watch, and Burkos was the one that we found. And it was me who got us banned in the chat. I had said, you can tell Burko doesn't miss a meal. He looks
Yeah,
healthy. Burko's he's a healthy sized man. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or anything like that.
right.
And I personally messaged his moderators and tried to get them to get me to get back in the chat and whatnot. And I can message all I want, but nobody could see me.
Right.
So we started going live. We got all that going, and one day Burkos popped up in our chat, and I was like, "No freaking way!" I was like, "Bro, please go check us out. Go get us unhidden from your chat because I'm hidden. Somebody took what I said with disrespectful, and I was trying to compliment you, and he got us together. So we're in there, and we're actually a mod in his chat now.
Nice. Yeah, me and Burko are pretty good friends. He's a regular participant on my global cast panels that I do at the end of every month. So,
Yeah, I heard
and
you
actually,
talking about that.
I need to get him in chumming it up. I don't know. I keep forgetting to set up a date with him. He said he'd do it. I just keep forgetting.
Another big name that I keep forgetting about, and I don't know if you've done an interview with him or not, but have you heard of Thunderstruck?
That was my very first chumming it up interview. Was with Thunderstruck.
Look,
Yep.
man, big shouts out to Thunderstruck, man. He answered a lot of my questions before we started streaming. He helped me, get set up on a lot of things, how to figure out things, man. Thunderstruck has been nothing but love, man. And that guy is just wonderful, man. You go into his chat and you can just tell, very respectful, man. Does everything by the book. He's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and Thunderstruck talk quite a bit, actually, like on the phone, not just in his chats, but same with Grease. Most of the people that I interview, I get their phone numbers, and then they get unsolicited fish pics. They get to see the big ones I catch before anyone else. But
Yeah, hopefully we get that message.
Yeah, for sure. You're in the loop now, man. You're in the loop.
We're locked in like this now, Fishy.
But yeah, Thunderstruck was and I believe I only had like 500 subs when I first started this idea. And I was surprised because Thunderstruck's pretty big. I think he's it's over 5,000 subs, right?
Yeah.
And I messaged him and talked to him about, hey, I got this idea for chumming it up with Fishy. where I just interview a different YouTube fisherman every week. I was wondering if you'd like to do it. And he's like, F yeah, man, let's do it.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
that's
he's down.
amazing. Like
Yeah, before
no,
we even got our channel set up, man, he was down to do a double stream like how we're doing right now, just fishing, chatting it up with the people and whatnot. He's literally, as long as it's helping out somebody else, he's down for it, man. That's all I'm saying is, if
yeah, like
I like for the community to do something for him, man, because he does something for everybody. He will
yeah,
literally give the shirt off his back for any. It'd be nice to do something for him. I'd like to go help him fix his truck one time or something. You know, he's always got
right.
issues with the truck.
Yeah, he's definitely a class act. Good guy, man. And like, I don't know, that really means a lot to me when, these channels that are like so big, it's intimidating to ask them, like, hey, would you want to come on a show and let me interview you? Like, I'm not very big. I've only got, now I'm up to like 16. I mean, you guys are bigger than me right now. You know what I mean? Sub count wise. And it's just, I don't know. It's really cool when people can agree to do that. I mean, when Crappie Man did it, I think Crappie Man's got like 70,000 subs or something like that. And
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, no way. This is
it's hard
crazy.
looking at the competition, man. Especially when we're all such a tight community. It's everybody's so nice to each other. It's not really a competition. It's I'll be there at one point.
And that's the whole big hashtag let's grow together thing that I've been trying to get going around it. But that's like the fishing community. Like we want to help littler channels grow too. We're not like gatekeepers. A lot of YouTubers, people at the top with a whole bunch of subs are like gatekeeping, trying not to let any little guys get up. But that's not how the fishing community is. We want
Yeah,
everyone to succeed. We want to grow together, and I love that.
yeah. Because who wouldn't want to see a different kind of fish come out the water?
Right?
You never know what's gonna come out on that line.
Well, and it's nice when you can't fish for whatever reason. Everyone's got different reasons, but we can't all always be fishing all the time. But with a big enough community, there is always somebody fishing, so you can at least pop it
Yep.
on, and it's like you're there with them. Like, hey, I want to see you
Wh-
catch a big fish
Whether
because I
if it's
can't.
on YouTube or TikTok or Twitch or Instagram or wherever, there's someone always fishing.
Yep. All right, chat. I'm through my questions, so it's on chat now to come up with questions. What do you guys got first?
Oh, chat it up, y'all. Ask the questions, man. We got time.
Troutline Joe. Final segment in the 3-part interview with Fish on Entertainment. Questions for Troutline Joe. Let's go, guys. What do you got?
Starting to wish I would have carried out the other ones a little bit longer.
That's
I'm pretty
all right. We got
straightforward.
football games to watch today, so
Yeah. I'm pretty
it's okay
straightforward
if
with
we
my
go.
answers, man. I know what I want, especially when it comes to this fishing stuff, man. I definitely know I want to become big. I want everyone to see us, man, because what we do, we put time into it, not just editing, not just being on the phone or being on the computer, man. As far as getting out by the water, man, we're always by the water.
I know scenic city fishing is dialing up a good question right now. I can feel it. But
All right.
Jesse Jacobs wants to know what your favorite bait is.
Favorite bait is definitely going to be a nice, juicy bluegill head. You can't go wrong with the bluegill head. Really, a head of any fish, but definitely the bluegill head is number one because it caught my PB. It's caught me bigger fish. It's brought a new level of excitement out for me. Before the bluegill head, I was casting like rooster tails and stuff like that, but getting more into catfishing, getting more into bigger fish, bigger bottom size fish. Definitely the bluegill head. The bluegill head has got the number one spot for my favorite bait on the list.
It's a solid bait. I use it all the time, especially for channel cats.
And who knows, maybe within a year or two, I could be saying live bluegill is my favorite bait.
Right. I try to always keep at least. So I run 3 rods because that's the legal limit in Wisconsin, and I try to always have at least one live bluegill out there because one, I've caught my biggest bass on. I've caught like 10-pound largemouth on live bluegill before. 2, it's when I catch the majority of my flatheads on. 3, you can potentially catch pike and muskie on it too. So it's one of those, like, you keep a live bluegill out there at all times because you never know when it's going to catch a trophy fish. Now, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to get hit by anything, but when it does get hit, it's something big, something glorious.
Yeah. That I think that's the biggest weight game for us is that when we do throw a live bluegill out, we want it to get hit. We don't want it to not get hit. But I mean, that's just the ups and downs you take with fishing.
Right. So,
It's a hit or miss game.
Landis Steele wants to send you a care package, and he's asking if you guys have a PO box.
We do not have a PO box set up yet. If you want to email me, I can maybe shoot you an email. One or the other. I'm pretty sure Rom wouldn't mind having you send it to his address because that's what we did with Skipjack Cindy. And that's just for you, Grease, and just for Cindy, because these are names that we know that are not going to be spamming our address with stuff, like, or they're not going to release our address to anybody. But yeah, PO box is something that we're definitely looking into right now. Definitely
And
something
Casting Card wants to know, given the opportunity to go to Panama to catch peacock bass, would you? Of course he would.
Yeah, I would, and it would definitely be a big tiffy for my house because I try to make everything work for everybody that's around me, especially my old lady because she doesn't have transportation. I take her back and forth to work. I take my son back and forth to school. So the time fishing in between that is really hard. So it would have to be like a summer vacation type of deal, but I would definitely be down to do that.
So
Yeah,
Scenic
Cindy
City
is
Fishing
awesome
asks,
chat.
do you have a favorite or go-to fishing line?
Favorite or go-to fishing line right now? I mean, all fishing lines gonna bring in the fish if it's strong enough.
Right.
So for the fish that I'm going for right now is catfish, mainly catfish. So I do like to have that stronger line, and my favorite line would probably be the strongest line that I have right now is 50 LB spider wire.
Yep.
On both
That's pretty
my leader
standard.
line and the pole. And I'm looking to get 100-pound leader line, but that's a process too.
Willie wants to know what you think of Willie's Wacky Chicken.
What do I think about Willie's Wacky Chicken? Willie's Wacky Chicken is a Sunday night special bait. And for most people that don't know, I don't get to fish on Sunday nights because I'm at work and I get to be in the chat with all the people chatting it up. So, but I have personally seen something come out of the water on Wacky Willie's Chicken right next to me from Willie personally himself. That is definitely more so a Sunday night bait. But if I can get my hands on Wacky Willie's Chicken, I'll definitely go and pick it up before I go fishing.
Oh, that sounded wrong.
I would definitely go pick up Willie's Chicken, baby.
If I can get my hands on Willie's Wacky Chicken, I tell you what.
Hey,
anyway,
that's one of my lifelong friends. So aside all the jokes, we can be like that towards each other.
Right. Would you and Fish On Entertainment ever make a trip to Arkansas so we could fish the Mississippi River?
Fish On Entertainment's down to go anywhere, especially if you're talking to Ron. Ron's a little bit more lenient onto going places. Like Ron's always like, and that's more so if his old lady is pushes him to go do things like that more. As mine is, my old lady is anxiety and depression, and she's a homebody. She likes to stay at home, so it's harder for me to get out as is for him. But yeah, if I can get to Arkansas, if Willie could get to Arkansas, if Hooks at Ron could get there, we're more than likely to go fish anywhere there's water at.
Right on, man.
Find us where the water's at.
Hey, that's an open invitation. You guys any of you find a way to get up to Wisconsin, I'll get you on some big Wisconsin fish too.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm pretty sure before we head to locations, this is something that Ron needs to do next time he heads to Florida, maybe see if somebody down there wants to collab or
Right.
something like that. But that is the main place that gets traveled by Fish on Entertainment is Hooksetter Ron Florida, and that's for him to do his saltwater fishing. But I'm pretty sure he would be open to go to other places too if you asked him.
Right on.
He's definitely the adventure one out of the three of us.
That's what's
But
up.
like I said, I'm also down to go other places. Like Fishy asked me, my dream fish is definitely not in Kentucky. You're not gonna catch a peacock bass here in Kentucky. Nowhere.
Oh, I've caught tiger muskie in Wisconsin land of steel.
A tiger muskie would be wild to catch, or even just a tiger trout or something like that. And a lot of people ask me, why do I keep going with this name, Troutline Joe, Troutline Joe? And just because it's not on a trout line, I set my poles damn near in a line. And you might as well just call that my trout line sitting right there on the bottom. And we'll get into making trout lines and stuff like that. But when I said trout line Joe, everything just connected. It sounded right. It sounds right when I scream it. It feels right when I scream it, and that's just what it is.
Right.
And I'll get into catching more trout for you guys, man, just to make the name make more sense. And I have caught trout. I've caught rainbow trout. I'm looking to catch a brown trout. Like I'm getting into trout fishing more. But here in Kentucky, man, it's more of a weather thing for us when it comes to trout, or weather thing when it comes to any fishing. Everybody knows that when it's bass season, when it's crappie season, catfish season, whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for it to get cold for y'all to see me catch some trout.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Especially from shore. Um, yeah, trout are definitely cold. Have you tried night fishing for them?
No, I have not tried night fishing for them though. I've seen Thunder do it.
Yeah. It helps, because it gets a lot colder at night, so they're more inclined to bite. Like in the summer and when it's warmer, you got a night fish them.
And do you fish for trout?
Not often, but occasionally I do. So
And you've caught trout, right? What do you
yeah.
use to catch them?
So you can use a common one is just like a meth spinner bait is a good one. But I mean honestly, you can catch them on worms, you can catch them on corn. The little power bait things, if it's like a stock pond, are really good. Those little trout nuggets. What's it called?
Yeah, that's where I've got mine from stock ponds. And the I've caught them on a worm, which was really surprising to me after what we've been catching them on. I've caught every single one that I've caught on live minnow.
Lewis Brown uses crawlers and garlic spray.
Now, are
You
they
had
more
more.
of a sight fish or do they smell?
I think it's a combination. Um,
See,
because a lot of people.
there's a lot of things that Troutline Joe needs to learn about the trout, and I'm getting
Right.
into it, believe me, because you
I,
can't just
I'm
hold a name like that.
I'm definitely not a trout expert. I only fish them like basically November is my big trout fishing month. Because so we've got Lake Michigan uh like 2 hours from me. And so we get like the big steelhead and the salmon and stuff will come up into the shallows in November. They'll come up into the rivers and stuff. So I get out there and get after salmon and steelhead and stuff in November. And that's pretty much the only month that I target them. And I'm just not huge. I spend most of my year targeting catfish, carp, pike, muskie. Yeah, yeah. I'm really mostly, and then sturgeon. This month I'm targeting sturgeon exclusively because it's the only month we can fish for them legally in
Yeah, man,
Wisconsin.
all these exciting fish that you guys talk about, not just you, but like other channels too, like sturgeon, that would be an all-time high for me. A pike a muskie, one of them
Muskie,
two. That would be bro. That would be a lifelong cause man, people don't even pull catfish out in their lifetime.
right? Yeah,
So you got to think, man. Different people do different fishing. I'd like to get into
yeah,
all of it.
yeah. Me too. I consider myself a multi-species fisherman. Pretty much every month I target a different species for the most part. And yeah, so that's kind of how I do it. And I gear it towards what species I'm most likely to get that month. Like last month, I was targeting flathead pretty exclusively because I feel like August is a really good month for flathead. Yeah, so I switched it up pretty much every month.
I feel like every time I go fishing, I'm always gonna target a catfish, whether it's a flathead, a channel, a blue. I'm always gonna have a bait on the bottom, just because them poles sit there. It's not really it's more of a wait time. So like Ron says, he likes to have a pole in his hand. Sometimes I'm like that too. I like to catfish and chat with chat and get everybody in here and let them know
Right,
that hey, we do talk to you guys sometimes. We're not just here just to fish and ignore you. But
right.
there are times where I do like to pick up my bait caster and I'll try to go for a bass or something on the top of the water. But like we said, most of the time we're fishing these small ponds that we already know what's in them: crappie, bass, catfish, whatnot. The flathead was definitely a wow. But like
Yeah,
when we go to the river and stuff, the river is definitely it's just new. It's new. It's exciting. You never know what you're gonna pull out, man. We've pulled out white stripers. We've pulled out catfish. We pulled out drum, and we're yet to catch the other fish that are exciting us about the river. Like the Ron's got the smallmouth bass. I have yet to catch that, but the walleye, the saugeye, the sauger, the gar, the and the gar that really we're targeting. I'm not sure if it is the alligator gar. I think it's a spotted tail gar,
okay.
and but I'm pretty sure there's alligator gar in there too. So we're obviously targeting that too. And it is. It's an easy fish to catch if you got a casting net.
Sure.
But man, they got some sharp teeth and they will cut your line like like butter. It's
Keith
easy from them.
Burkos, there he is right there. What's up, Burko?
Burkos, what's going on, man?
Hey, Dorothy, how you doing today?
But yeah, man, I've seen fish come out the water my whole life being around my dad. My dad he's something else. He took my Spider-Man pole one time when he was at Taylorsville Lake,
Yeah.
and he tossed it out with a little piece of strawberry chicken on it. And believe you not, a 14-pound striper bit that chicken and he pulled it in with that Spider-Man pole. And God knows what the test pound was on it. It's hanging on his wall. He went and got it stuff. It's hanging on his wall right next to his spotted tail gar he got from the river.
Good. Sorry. That's
No,
still
you're good,
wicked.
man.
Ran out of coffee now.
Time for the refill.
Right.
You ever watch
Look,
NCIS?
get out
Jethro
there.
Gibbs?
Where are you at
Time for the
again, Ricky
refill.
Bobby? Ricky Bobby says we're too close to not go fishing together. I don't quite remember where he said he's from, but yeah, I'm down, man. If anyone wants to come fishing with Fishy, I'll do it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like to fish alone, but
if you can
I'm down
catch me
to.
when I'm at the water, if you can find me when I'm at the water, that's definitely you can fish with us.
Oh, you're on the Wisconsin-Michigan border. Oh, are you in Canada then? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, we could
Do you
definitely.
have any goals to go out of the state and fish? Or not out of the state, out of the country?
No,
See now I've
I don't want to
watched
leave the country. I do want
growing
to
up,
go to
I've watched a
Texas.
lot of
I mean,
Jeremy.
Texas is kind of another country, but I want to go to Texas and catch an alligator gar in the Trinity River. That's one of my dreams.
I've watched a
If
lot of
money
river
wasn't a
monsters.
problem, I would go to Australia and fish with Burko. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. Watching Jeremy on monsters, fishing monsters or whatever it is, that he's awesome, man. Watching him go for the biggest fish, the man eating fish and whatnot, this and
Right.
that. I've seen that man pull out some crazy stuff, and I'm pretty sure everybody else has too. If you haven't watched him, man, River Monsters that's a crazy show.
For
But
sure.
anything that he pulls out is definitely a lifetime goal, man. Anybody would want to pull something like that out.
Right. My favorite episode is really funny. So the episode where he's trying to catch a giant muskie and he realizes how hard it is to catch a muskie. Like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. He's like breaking down in the episode. He starts to go insane because he's just getting skunked over and over and over again.
Even to find videos on the internet of people catching large size muskie, they're hard to come across, man. But it is an
Yeah.
exciting, a very very exciting watch. Definitely makes you want to get into it.
But yeah, by the end of the episode, he finally breaks down. He says, I just need to catch something to know that I can still catch fish. And so he puts this little jig on. He's going to try and catch some walleye. And then he finally hooks a muskie. It's like that's how it is, man. That's how those
Yeah,
muskie are.
yeah. Any type of fishing is definitely a what if. You can literally pull out anything
Right.
off of anything. Like you
Yeah.
said, everybody talks about the flathead only eating live bait, but they clearly eat other things.
Yep. Yep. Just a little time and a little luck. You just never know. Like my biggest surprise this year for sure was I caught a northern pike on corn. I was catching carp, doing some carp fishing with some corn, and I reeled in a northern pike on a piece of corn. I was like, get out of town. What? That doesn't make any sense.
That sounds like a fun time, man. What
Yeah.
LB was that line?
I think I run like 30 or 40 pound on my carp
Was
rods.
you worried at all?
No, not at all. The funny thing about pike is that their their initial fight is kind of strong, but they run out of stamina quick, and then you can reel them in easier than a bluegill once that initial fight wears off. They're really not. They're built for top line speed. They don't have stamina like that. So once they wear out,
Sometimes
sometimes
I'll
you can reel in.
sometimes I'll have a setup for a smaller channel cat, and I'll hook onto a bigger fish, and man, the whole time reeling it in, it's something else. And then the same pond that I caught that 16 pounder out of, I had something hook onto my 50 LB spider wire, and I
Yeah.
didn't know exactly where my drag was at. So I went ahead and clicked it up 3 notches, and he took off and snapped my line so quick, and it had
Ooh,
to have been bigger than that 16 pounder, man. I'm hoping to get him because the picture that
yeah.
everybody showed me, the one that they caught before I caught, it did look a little bit bigger than the one that I have, and I'm hoping that there maybe is a 20-25 pounder in there next to that 16 pounder.
I mean, there could be a 50, 60 pounder in there.
That would definitely be have me astonished, bro. Because right now, the goal is for myself is to get a 20+ pound fish, just to get over that hump that I'm at right now. I'm always looking to get over the next hump, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to weight. And once I get that top weight, then maybe I'll be more exploracious of getting a different fish or something else. But like catfish is definitely my main goal. The blue cat.
Yeah,
I've yet to
you
catch.
may even have to go to 100 pound line to catch those blue cats. They get over 100 pounds pretty
Yep.
regularly.
I know. My old lady's grandfather, he takes us fishing on his boat, and I think that was one of the first live streams we had on the Klein boat. Floyd
Yeah.
Klein, he takes us out on the river, and we'll go get the Asian carp. Some people call them silver carp, some people call them Asian carp, but they're invasive in the river and they're pretty easy to catch. So we pull them out and cut them up, use them as bait, try to catch some big blues, but all we could pull in was some drum.
Hey, drummer, don't drum are
That's
pretty
a
good
fight.
fighters, and they
Yeah,
can get
that.
big too. I've caught
Yeah.
like 20, 25, 30 pound drum before occasionally.
I think the
I mean,
biggest one I've seen so far come out the water was the one Ron pulled out. It was somewhere around 7 or 8 pounds. It was a nice fish.
yeah, yeah, and they got a lot of fight in them. I've had many drum on where I'm like, oh, I think this is something big, and then I get in and I'm like, oh, it's a drum. Well,
Exactly that. I thought I had a catfish on the line, man, and it came up, and I was like, oh, that's a drum.
yeah,
And we had it mistaken for a white perch at first
oh, sure, I could see that. They
because they,
definitely
they
look
do they
similar.
look really similar.
Oh yeah, so Brian and Jess is in the chat now. This is the guy. He's one of my good friends, and I told him because I don't go trout fishing often. I told him I want him to become our trout expert. So he's researching, he's putting the work in. He's trying to become our trout expert here on the Fishy Things channel.
What's going on, Brian and Jess? I appreciate that, man. If you find out anything about trout that I don't know, which is a lot, I could use it.
Right. And so yeah, this November, me and Brian will be going to our secret spot on the Root River. getting after some steelhead and some salmon. It's gonna be cool.
I don't think trout is a main fish really targeted here in Kentucky.
Yeah,
But if I can bring it out for you guys, I definitely will.
I'm not sure, but I feel like they're probably not native there. So you're pretty much, unless they're stocked, you're probably not going to find
Yeah.
them in Kentucky. I could be
Yeah,
wrong. I'm just
trying to
guessing.
find a stock PB.
Right.
Really, at this point, I'm trying to find a stock brown or something other than the rainbow because I've caught plenty of the rainbow trout, but yet to catch the other ones. But man,
Brian
when you
tasked
go
you with
online,
becoming an expert. It's going to take time. You get there though.
yeah, for sure, man. Especially
So an
when
expert
you
is as
get
far as finished.
when you get into looking at trout, man, and you see how many different like species of trout there are and how beautiful they are, man. Trout gets so man. I
Oh,
love
they
the
are
beauty of
gorgeous
fish.
fish for sure,
Fishing
and
is
delicious.
a man. Fishing is a beauty in itself.
Kentucky River is just a great place in general. Flames wants to know, whoa, what do we got going on here? What are you doing, Flames? What are you doing?
Yeah, I think we got a little misdriven from the questions.
It's all good, man.
When you get to talking about fishing, man, it can go south.
Oh yeah, man. In a good way. In a good way.
Yeah.
I like a good fishing tangent for sure. Oh. All right,
Yeah,
chat.
some
I'm
of
gonna
us.
give y'all 9 more minutes to ask questions, and then I'm gonna shut her down.
We'll hit that hour marker, man. We stepped in here a little bit early. My time was off. I had some things swap around on me.
It's all good, man. And yeah, Fishy wasn't on his A game. He just woke up and looked at his text messages, and Troutline
Look
Willie
like
was like, "Can we do it earlier? I got stuff I got to do." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. Let me just fill my coffee cup and okay, let's do this."
yeah, man. Much love to Fishy things, man. If y'all have times with issues with your time, man, he's very lenient.
Well, Sunday's my open day. I can on every other day of the week. I can't do anything until it's like late at night. But Sunday I can pretty much go all day, except for
Looks like
if the Packers are playing. So
we got my brother in here asking for my best fishing story. I'd have to go ahead and say there's two of them that are gonna come out, and they're just gonna come out. With my dad, we were on Taylorsville Lake on the boat, and I caught a blue drum, and that's just what he told me it was. It was a drum fish, and it was blue, and he didn't even know that they were in there. But that's what I pulled out, and that's what he said it was. I tried looking it up, but I couldn't find it really. I don't know if it's a crossbreed between two different fish or what, but that's what came out the water. And the second one is definitely always going to be with Ron, that 16.1 flathead, man. And just him being there, having that net ready to pull in that accomplishment, man, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget any of the times we step out and go fishing because it's just love. It's memories that I'm creating with one of my best friends. Same thing with Willie. When I step out with Willie, man, I'm telling you, excitement in life.
yeah, for sure, man. I mean, flathead, any size flathead is just an amazing fish. They're a really special fish. I get really excited every time I catch a flathead. Although I will say, so this last one I caught, it was only 4 pounds, and like a week or two prior, I'd caught one that was 50 pounds plus, and I was like, so I wasn't quite as excited for the 4 pounder. I was like, after a week or two removed from catching a 50 pounder, I pull up a 4 pounder, and I was like, flathead. I got a flathead. It's the smallest flathead I've ever caught, but I got a
Well,
flathead.
you got videos on both. You can make one of them shorts, man, where it's
I
like,
did.
"Where's my dad?"
That's the exact short I made. I did it.
I think yours
I,
might be
I
the one
pulled
that I seen.
I pulled up the 4 pound flathead. I said, "Where's my daddy?" And then, well, I didn't say it. I used the audio.
Yours is
And
definitely
then,
the one that I seen. I don't know if you seen the recent flathead that Scooter pulled out, man, but I was in his live when he pulled that out, and he called it out. He said, "That's the live bluegill. That's the flathead," and he set
yep,
the hook, man. And it took him a little minute to pull it in, but I think it was 37.
nice. Yep.
Yeah, it was definitely a nice one.
Yeah, I think I caught 5 flathead in August, which is a good month for flathead. Like I'm
Lewis Brown,
maybe there's
get
guys that
out
are
of here
better,
with the
but
Patriots. This man's in here saying the Patriots. No way. Not in a million years.
your time is up. You had
Wait a minute.
Tom. You had the
I just might have seen
dynasty.
the
It's
worst.
over. It's over.
The worst teams are coming out. I see the Cowgirls.
Oh, the Cowgirls. I appreciate the Cowgirls. Thank you for giving the Packers Micah Parsons. We'll go ahead and win a couple Super Bowls with him. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jerry Jones.
Not with
Appreciate
Lamar in the
you.
way.
We'll see. I mean, I would be down for a Green Bay Baltimore Super Bowl. That would be pretty cool.
That would be love, man.
Secretly, a Super Bowl that I would like to see happen that is probably most likely not going to happen is the Pittsburgh Steelers Green Bay Packers, because Aaron Rodgers is on the Pittsburgh Steelers, so that would be really funny to see him. And the crazy thing is, when Aaron Rodgers last won a Super Bowl, it was against the Pittsburgh Steelers, so that was, that would be poetic if he went to another Super Bowl on the Steelers and then lost.
Looks like the chat's about to get all into the football talk, so we're going to skip that.
Uh-oh.
We're going to go to Josie's question.
No, I'm down for it. Saving Grace says, go, Pack, go. I support this 110%.
I think Josie was asking about the river, if I was going to, what fish I would target out of there if I wanted to. I'm pretty sure, as of right now, the thing that I do want to catch out of the river would be probably the sawguy, just because that is the walleye and the sauger mixed together. So the sawguy is definitely the right now objective for the river. But later on in life, I'm definitely going to want to catch the paddlefish.
Oh,
the paddlefish is.
So you do understand you have to accidentally snag it. There's no catching a paddlefish, right?
What do they eat?
They eat microscopic organisms. They're like a whale that they open their mouth and filter feed. So they just swim through the water and filter feed on microscopic organisms. There's no bait that they'll really go after. You just have to get lucky enough to accidentally snag one. That's the only way to catch a paddlefish.
Man, that's upsetting.
But
that's upsetting.
It will still happen, and when you do, it's an insane fight. So,
oh yeah, man, I hooked into an 11-pound silver carp in his side.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, when you accidentally snag a fish, it's a totally different fight than when you hook them in the mouth.
Man, it was like pulling up a wet log.
Right, it's weird, man. Super weird.
Catfish Willie said, "What's Baltimore without Lamar? It's still Baltimore."
Right. Saving Grace says the rattle trap catches them good in the side. Yeah, I think is that what Anthony J uses to catch them? Probably is a rattle trap. I know he uses a lot of rattle traps, and he's caught a few paddlefish.
I don't want to pull any more fish in from the side. That was a that was a task. It was a whole task. Much rather pull them in from the mouth.
So there's a weighted treble, says Colby. Yeah, I bet. I keep expecting it's going to happen one of these days. It might happen this month because my sturgeon spot has a lot of paddlefish there. So I keep expecting one of these times I'm going to accidentally snag a paddlefish, probably. But it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see.
Well, what's your main fish? What do you plan on catching? What's your dream fish?
Well, my dream fish is the alligator gar in Texas. Like, that's a fish I've never caught that I'd love to catch someday. But yeah, I guess my main fish, I guess you would say catfish. I do a lot of catfishing. But my favorite that I catch regularly, well, not regularly, but I've caught a few this year on accident. But sturgeon, I think, is my big ticket fish, and that's what I'll be targeting all month. I like to.
What a fish with so many rules. That fish has so many rules that applies to it.
Right, for sure, and it's different for every state too. So, But yeah, I'm trying. I know I've seen them in there. There are state record sturgeon in my spot. My spot, I know there's a 200-pound sturgeon there, and the state
Yeah,
record's like
I watch
70 pounds.
a Wisconsin channel. I'm trying to think of what they are. It's a family channel, a Wisconsin family.
Oh, South Wisconsin Family Fishing.
I watch him pull out sturgeon left and right, man. He's something else.
Yeah.
I like watching him. I've been watching him from the get go.
Yeah, I've collabed with him a few times. He's done chumming it up with Fishy. He's been on my panels. We've gone fishing together quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I'd like for him to see me in his chat more. He's really focused on fishing. When he gets locked in, he's locked in.
Right. Not that I know of, Jesse. If I have caught a tag fish, I didn't realize it was tagged. I could go
I
the
think
rest
that
of
would
my life
actually be
never catch
an
one again, or
accomplishment
again.
to catch a tagged fish.
Yeah, for sure.
You're
I may
catching a
have,
fish
and I
that
just
someone's
didn't know
caught.
it. Willie wants to know how Hookset got his name.
How did Hookset Wrong get his name? The same way Catfish Willie got his name from your boy Troutline Joe.
You came up with all the names?
I'm not gonna say I came up with them, but I brought them up to existence, and they kind of just stuck. I'm not sure if Catfish Willie wanted to be Catfish Willie, but as many catfish as Willie pulls out, it might as well be Catfish Willie.
Right on.
Because that man is a catfish king, right? And then when it comes to Ron, if you watch our lives or any of our shorts, you watch this man, he will hook set. He will hook set. He will hook set anything. He'll hook set the water. If he feels like he's had a bite and he wants to be impatient with it, he'll hook set the water. It's something to watch. It's funny, but at the same time, it's how he fishes. It's who he is. It's who he is as a person, that he feels that he needs to hook set. And when you brought up the circle hooks to him, he does not believe that they set themselves,
Bro,
and
they
they
do.
do.
They do.
And they do. It's a forever argument that we're gonna have with him.
That's funny, man. Yeah,
And
circle hooks set themselves. They
that
really
just makes
do.
his name more him. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
hook set wrong for you. Look, here he is right now. He do be setting hooks like a motherfucker.
Land of Steel. I'm hoping by the end of the month, I'm gonna make a long form tutorial video on how to catch sturgeon. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make that. So don't you worry. I'll get you guys set right.
My man's had bluegills hanging out of trees. Definitely my favorite person to fish with is Ron, because he hasn't been into it his whole life. He is a lot newer than most of us, but I'm telling you what, he's become very experienced in the little bit of time that he's been doing it, and he's very good at it.
Right on. What's your opinion on turtles?
Me personally, nobody cares for a turtle. Because it's not a targeted species that anybody wants to pull out of water. But as far as turtles go, I feel like everybody wants to respect them because they were here before us. So I've gotten a lot of hate on turtles. As far as being Troutline Joe, I've harassed a turtle before, and we've done some pretty crucial things to some turtles, but we're gonna leave that out.
Okay.
And it's all respect for the turtles from here on out from Fish On Entertainment, man. We let them back into the water. We get our little clip of them and we send them back. But yeah, turtle is something you definitely want to respect, because as much as the fishing community is big, the turtle community is just as big.
Right. Well, I mean, we all love nature. We love animals.
Yeah, it's part of nature, man. You got to show your respect to it, and if you don't, man, they'll let you know.
I've got it a few times. You'll get, like I don't know, PETA animal rights activist people saying that we're out there abusing fish and whatever, and I'm just like, I don't know, man. we've been doing this for thousands of years. It's ingrained into us. We enjoy catching fish. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we try not to launch the fish back into the water. We try to let them go respectfully. We try not to launch the turtles no more. People didn't like that too much.
But we got our hour in. We did all 3 parts to the 3-part interview. Y'all
Yes,
check
sir.
out Fish on Entertainment. Thank you so much for doing the interview. It was all 3 of them fantastic interviews. I enjoyed it. First ever
Much love.
3-part series of Chumming It Up with Fishy. It was awesome, man.
Much love to you, Fishy, man. Appreciate the opportunity to get us out here, man. I know we got a lot more people from your channel and then people from our channel that got to, swap back and forth.
Absolutely. That's what it's all about, man.
It's all helping each other out, man. It's much love seeing everybody that showed up in here. Bobby's a new face for me. Hopefully we'll see you again in the channel.
Oh yeah, Ricky Bobby's a good one. He's a tournament fisherman. Actually, he does a lot of tournaments. Although now I guess something happened to his boat, so he sunk his boat.
See, and
I
that's
don't know,
something that
man.
we might want to get into. You might see us on a tournament here soon.
I don't do the tournaments. I won't get
Well,
into
we're
that.
always looking. We're entertainment, man, so we're trying to look for new things
Right.
for y'all to see
Right.
all the time.
But thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. I will
Yes, sir,
catch y'all
man. You
later.
have a good one. Fish on, brother.
Yep. Enjoy your football today, guys.
Yep. Go Ravens.
Go Pack, go.